Recording in progress.
Hey coach, the last time the Phoenix Mercury started 3-1 was in 2014, the year they won the championship. Take me through what had happened in the crucial moments in the fourth quarter leading up to the win.
What do you mean? It was never in doubt. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, give our team a ton of credit. I haven't seen us miss that many layups before in practice or anything. Yeah, that was something I hadn't seen. But we didn't hang our head. I've been so impressed with our defensive effort. It was all defense and then just belief. We just kept fighting. Feeding off AT's energy and toughness. And, when you got her out there, you always have a chance.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about that third quarter because it looked like Washington was sort of pushing the envelope of just simply like outworking you guys. If it was on rebounds, loose balls, things of that sort. You guys obviously cleaned that up in the fourth. But just wanted to ask you, how can you prevent some of those mental lapses going forward when the game gets on its heels like it did in that third quarter?
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I mean, our goal coming out of the third, or to start the third, was to hold them under 20 points. We held them to 22. I still think that's a pretty good defensive quarter. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I thought they out-hustled us probably more in the fourth. It might have been the start or the end of the third there. But yeah, I mean, the goal was to hold them under 20. I didn't think we were going to come out and score 14 in the third. Yeah, they turned up their physicality on us, and we didn't handle it well.
Coach, does it make you wonder having 15 steals and causing 30 turnovers on their part that you barely beat them? Or do you just say, we got the win, it's all that matters?
No, I mean, I think our defense won us that game. And we missed a bunch of layups. I mean, that's what I saw. I thought we had, we had more shots than them. We competed at a high level. I think we just missed some layups that I know we're going to make.
Is the missed bunnies just from their size, Kiki?
No, I mean, I think when you play this many games, I mean, there's no excuses. We got in from Seattle 2 nights ago at 3 a.m. I had shoot around, walk through at noon yesterday. I don't know if we were, a 3 o'clock game. That's the crazy thing with professional sports. Like you don't know why. I don't know why we missed those layups. I know if we would have made those layups, we should have been up 20 at half, right? But that's why I'm like so happy about the win is that we didn't give in to poor offense, and we kept fighting, and I thought we guarded for 40 minutes.
How do you prevent frustration kind of seeping in when you're getting good looks, they're just not falling?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
So how do you prevent frustration kind of seeping in when you're getting good looks, they're just not falling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, I've been on a lot of teams where we've missed shots and, that frustration affects your defense. I didn't get that feeling from our group today. It was just kind of unexplainable in that first half. Even down the stretch, we missed some layups and bunnies that we usually make. And to be a good team, which we want to do, we want to get to the rim, and we got to finish those.
Were you game planning for Brittany Sykes coming into today, and how do you feel like your team adjusted in defending her, considering she went 1 for 13?
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the leading scorers in the league. She's the leading scorer for them. I've kind of talked about Mo and Lexi's defense, that just the way that they compete on the ball and get through pick and roll, and even Sev did a good job on her. We made it tough on her. She missed last game, so I don't know if there was like fatigue. Her knee was bothering her last game and sat, but she's a dynamic scorer. And even our bigs in pick and roll, they sent a ton of pick and rolls. And I think our bigs have done a really good job of protecting the ball and defending the roll.
I know I asked you about this a couple of games ago about Michael Joyner's comments of intentionally being aggressive defensively, but being smart with it too. When considering how physical Washington was, how were you guys able to be smart? how are you guys able to be aggressive but also be smart in the way you were doing it?
Yeah, you know, we want to compete on every possession. Sometimes that leads to fouls. My biggest issue is probably when we get in the bonus or get to 4 fouls and don't understand. And, you know, like Mo picked up a foul maybe with 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth, and they had 4 fouls. And, you know, we didn't do a good enough job on the bench of letting her know that. So that was on her and us, mostly myself. But we want them to play aggressive, and we want us to be smart. And I think we're doing a good job of impacting and challenging shots. Like I said, our bigs have been really active in the pick and roll. So, yeah, everything we want to do is aggressive at that end. We just got to be intelligent with it.
Coach, take me through the plays that you draw for Westbelt and Makani both making 3-pointers to extend the lead
Yeah.
and potentially like tying the game as well.
Yeah, those were big-time drawn-up plays. I put it in AT's hands and said, go make a play. And, you know, she's going to make a lot of coaches. She's made a lot of coaches look good over the years. She just wants to win, and she's going to make the plays to do that at the end and give her credit for trusting Kat and give her credit for finding Mo in those possessions. Actually, I think Satu drove that one middle and hit Mo for an open 3. But, yeah, just trying to give them different looks down the stretch. And, yeah, AT made some big plays for us.
So this was
Go
kind
ahead.
of the reverse of the end of the Seattle game where you didn't score over the final 4+ minutes.
Yeah.
And you had a 16-4 run over that same period. Do you think there's anything that they learned or applied from the Seattle game to the end of this game?
Yeah, really good question. You know, that was our first game on the road, facing a little adversity down the stretch. We did not handle it well. That game in Seattle was tied 70-70 with 2.5 minutes to go, and we got 3 stops and had 3 empty possessions and had a chance to, you know, take the lead there. But here, you know, just playing in front of this crowd, it's special. It's special. It's not like this everywhere. You know, they were a big reason. Our players didn't give up, our fans didn't give up, and we just kept competing. And when you do that, good things happen.
Citron and Ariafen combined for 13 of their 30 turnovers. Can you speak to the defensive pressure you were applying to those 2 players and how that worked out well for you guys?
Yeah, I thought Sammy did a really good job on Citron from the jump. She's been playing extremely well. Kiki, you know, she did something to AT to wake her up on a Sunday afternoon, and you know, I don't know if you want to step to that, but AT, yeah, she's an elite level defender, and her and Sammy did a good job on those 2 matchups.
Between AT, Kat, and then Satu, it feels like whenever they provide like that late low help, there's impact, and they usually do it without fouling, walling up. Can you just speak to the impact that has from those 3 in particular for your defense?
Yeah, I mean, just coming over here to the women's side, you know, seeing Kat, what she does. I wouldn't say she's like this elite level rim protector, but she understands space, and she does a great job of verticality, right? When you're inside the restricted area, you know, you have that space and can go straight up and down, right? And if she was to stay on the ground, most times that's a foul. For Satu, I think it's just her athleticism, and you know, Coach Joyner's done a really good job of challenging her to be a better person that impacts shots. And then AT, just, I think some people just come down and see AT and get a little nervous, right? She's just always in the way. She's so tough. So those 3 are providing great, you know, rim presence for us at that end. And with not having, you know, exceptional size, but they've got good feet. They're there early. Just, yeah, they're the last line of protection for us.
We're gonna wrap there. Thanks,
All right,
Nate.
thank you.